Last but not least for today, Isaac.
Me. Hello.
Do you know what?
Hi, folks.
You can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I was going to, because
Yeah, I think you should. No, I've got your thing, but no, enough of me. You do you.
Yeah, I'm the last. I'm lucky last. I'm going to be pretty casual about this, where it's the last session, and you guys look totally awake still. Thank you very much. It is a super pleasure to be here in front of you. You guys do some seriously cool things. There's some talent in the room, and that's a little intimidating, to be honest. Anyway, I'm Isaac Fletcher. For the last 8 years, I have been working at Warehouse Circus over in Chifley, Kaleen. We do a bunch of stuff. So my little spiel is going to be about Circus, mostly. And how we use it for young people. Warehouse does a huge range of things, so I'm not going to get too bogged down in that. But history first. My background is in occupational therapy and coaching, mostly. Started out in gymnastics, moved across to Circus purely for the cultural change. I'm a big advocate of Circus just because of what it is. I'll get to that in a moment. That said, the zeitgeist for Circus is often missing the mark a lot compared to what we do in the contemporary realm of Circus. So if I say Circus, put your hand up if you think like big tops and clowns. Yeah, no, totally okay. Totally okay. That was what in the circus world we call trad circus, traditional circus. It's all big tops, it's animals, which are now completely out of Australia. There is only domesticated animals in Australian circus. Well done. What we do over at Warehouse Circus is commonly termed youth circus or contemporary circus. It's a new world of last couple of decades has been growing. It is a huge umbrella term, circus, especially contemporary circus. Think of it like dance, but even broader. In that there's so many different kinds of dances and so many different cultures of dance. The same comes from circus. So we're talking about juggling, which is what I brought with me today. And if we get time, we'll do a little bit of it. But all the juggling and manipulations, so object balance and hula hoops and spinning props and all that world of things. Acrobatics, aerials, which are all, there's a million disciplines within each one as well. All it is to say is it's a huge umbrella which we utilize at Warehouse and every other youth circus as a bit of a gotcha. Aaron, you were pulling out skateboarding before, and it's a really common one because it's such an accessible activity, but it does only hit, what was that, 1.7%? Tiny amount, because there's only that many people that are going to be into falling off a skateboard 100 times before they can do a trick. It's a niche activity. Circus is full of niche activities. There's a million for every type of engagement style, from small, little, just sensory play, to big, huge flips and flying and jumping off people and crazy, crazy, crazy things. So that's kind of where we get in the door at Circus. We can pretty much cater to, I'm going to say, every kind of engagement style. That's where we get, yeah, so much fun. All right. Circus also comes with this huge, long history, millennia of history. Some things, juggling and stuff, goes back forever. So we're standing on the shoulders of giants for a lot of this as well, which makes Circus a really unique place. It's non-competitive, right? As all the good things are, yeah. Not knocking sport, but there's a place for that. So it's non-competitive. It's also strength-based and very dictated by what you want. If you want to be a juggler, you can be a juggler. If you absolutely suck at balancing on stuff, you don't do that. Yeah, you do what you're good at, and you get good at that, and you just get stronger and stronger. It's collaborative in that you get stuck in a troupe, which is our fancy name for group that makes them think about it slightly differently. That troupe is only as strong as everybody in that troupe is. Because it's non-competitive, everybody's just working together to make it great. And it rewards curiosity and exploration and communication. You know, I don't have to go through that list too much to be like, yeah, all those things are the stuff you need to be able to like function as a human being. That's what we try to put into Circus. That's the culture we're trying to create, that non-competitive, strength-based, inclusive environment. Yeah, I skipped a bit. I'll get back to Warehouse in a moment. So we have a big wide range of activities that can kind of cater to whatever one is interested in. We have a big long history of culture and understanding and inclusion. We are, you know, Circus is one of the first disability advocates in the world. They are the first mass disability employers advocates for LGBT, and that goes back centuries, not just the last couple of decades when it's hip. Yeah, so in that world, Circus is very unique in the sense that it creates an environment of culture and activities that can come together. I was also talking about a lot, and I came up through a bunch of stuff, that shared activity is what we're after to create play, right? And I'm getting to that. So you create a culture between people that's shared. You give them activities that are shared, and then you let them go, and they can play. What we do in Circus is generally follow a learn, play, create methodology. We start with a little bit of learning, just to give some ground rules to everybody and make sure everyone's on the same page. And then you get to explore that. You get to play, you get to mess around, you get to push the boundaries, yours, yourselves, your own, everybody else's. And then you get to create, which is an interesting addition. It absolutely is common in most activities, you know, you do it in dance as well. It is the same process. You learn a bunch of stuff, you play around with it till it's something fun, and then you show people. You get proud of it, you get feedback, you get a whole lot of everything you need from people in that environment. And as I'm sitting here listening to all you guys as well, it is such a common, that methodology seems to be, you know, universal, whether you put words to it or not. Really interesting. Anyway, I've done a really quick spiel on Circus. Does that make a little bit more sense? To give more contemporary circus context, did anyone get to the Canberra Circus Festival a few weeks ago? A couple of months now. No? Okay, has anyone seen Gravity's Another Myth? Go on. No? Thank you. What else is kicking around? Has anyone seen a Suitcase Circus? No? Yes? Oh, a little bit, yeah. Okay. Has anyone seen a contemporary circus performance lately? Okay. Lately? Okay. But you know the kind of, what that contemporary circus looks like on a stage, which is only one medium for that. But if for those who have that in their brain, you might note, and especially from the inside the system, most of those shows are put together through play. You get a troupe together that have already done a lot of learn and a lot of create. They're professionals, they're great. You stick them in a room and they literally play around until they come out the other side with a internationally traveling circus show. That's the methodology. So play is, I wrote it down here and it really made sense to me for a moment, but now I've forgotten it. A fundamental force for progress. Yeah. For us in Circus, it is absolutely, we are trying to give them people as much skills and collaborative ability as possible to just let them play and create. You don't have to end up putting it on a stage and doing it and doing that whole professional thing. If you do, that's the cream of the crop that want to actually pursue that. Circus is just really good methodology and framework for creating that shared activity between people, between ages, which is why I'm so biased about it. It's just been great. Warehouse uses that in a whole wide world. So we do our standard programs, 0 up to as old as you can get, on a whole bunch of beginner, intermediate, advanced, emerging artist, professional spectrum. We do heaps of outreach to any disadvantaged community. So we do heaps of stuff down south for access and inclusion. We also work with Bimberi in the hospital school, and where's Mark gone? And all those flex ed stuff, heaps of youth justice, heaps of early intervention for play, using it as a building block for developmental delays. Getting in early with all that tumbling and that climbing and that hanging and that falling over is really good. And then they can utilize those shared activities that they developed with all their peers to do more play. It's a very vicious cycle. We also have a whole professional stream and all that boring stuff that I don't care about, and a whole bunch of specific disability inclusion stuff as well. We work with all the special schools around the area. That said, who's heard of Warehouse Circus? Oh yeah, great. Okay, a few of you. Yeah, most of you. I hope this is a pretty biased room, frankly. We see 500 to 600 enrollments a term, which is decent. But the awareness around circus and what it is, especially contemporary circus, I do find, is behind where we're at as a industry. Yeah, personally. Okay. Is there any questions? No, because I'm keeping this quick because we're already out of time and my parking meter is ticking. It's fine. Do we have a moment more? Yeah. Do you want to do a little bit? Okay, great.
That's what I like to hear.
Throwing balls around? Yes, throwing balls around. No, this is Oh. Yes. In circus, throw balls to people. Not at them. That's not productive. But grab some beanbags. Oh, hand-eye coordination. No! Remember, this is all spread space, yeah? You.
I can hold it. That's my strength.
If you can do 5, you agree.
One is mine.
But if you can't, it doesn't matter. You're not there. Alright, we're always having one. There's my own corner and okay, have I missed people? Yes, I have a first one. I'll figure you out.
Two.
Okay, Gordy.
Two cycles.
Two sizes of three.
Okay, yeah. Little bit. No, I love it. I know. I hope there are some people in this room that can already do it.
Yes, gotcha.
We all know. Toby's worked at warehouse. Doesn't count. Okay, I use juggling because it's the easiest to carry around. I'm going to start with some learning. Okay, three different throws. Your column. Throws up there. Your zap. And then your rainbow. Which is a classic. Okay, and before I start our teaching of juggling, I want to see if you can do this with a friend. So, we're going to start with...
You're picking the wrong friend, friend. No, pick Maddie.
No, he's got to do it.
I might already do it, but...
No.
He's already hiding in the corner.
Okay, great. And we're going to start with just some create. So we're going to learn how to do this together. I'm just going to change hands. That way, once we first. Great. From that, you want to try and create something different.
Sure.
Oh, God, no. Yes, yes.
Oh, four. Yeah, three.
Yep.
All the two.
Should everybody be doing this with somebody?
Oh, we're going to make you all do it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where it gets complicated. So we need to do all the together.
Okay. This is going to be a one.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, put. Pretty close. Okay, the other thing Circus is really good at is you can only go forward through failing. Right? You don't learn much from success. You're never going to learn anything doing this. Fail. You're going to fail a lot. The more you fail, the better you get at Circus, which is a great one. Okay, with your partner, I'm going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds. You try to do a tiny little learn, a tiny little play, and then create.
Challenge. What? 20 seconds. Ready? Over. Lost it already! Cross. Nice, you've got a good rhythm. That's fine.
That's all.
Oh, man! Ready?
Yeah.
Move on.
Okay, yes.
No, you got doing good.
Okay. You guys are beautiful. I see a lot of failure around the room. I'm very proud.
We figured it out, don't we?
Yes. Thank you very much. This is awesome. You guys win. Oh, and the complicated props for extra points.
Ready?
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, you need more balls. Oh, no, we've started. All right, wait, settle down. I've let you out to play too early and we've all just left. Okay, that was beautiful. Oh my God. I purposely didn't give you many actual instructions there because so much of this is just creating your own rules about how this works, and the more you learn about circus or dance or any of that things, the more you can ignore those rules, you know? They're overrated, just do it yourself. That play was amazing, you guys are great. Yeah. That's what I do for a living. It's totally lunchtime now.
It's totally.
It's so lunchtime.